Okay, this is Moshe coming to you from Israel in the Galilee. Evening War Report. So Lebanon unloaded almost 40 missiles at us today. They went pretty much near the border, but some were getting a little bit further away, but nothing serious yet, or maybe not at all. The big speculation in Israel is, does Lebanon want a war where they would probably damage Israel to some extent and then they would look like Gaza? Or do they not want the war? That is the $1,000,000 question that everybody's asking themselves. And I don't know for sure. Looking at prophecy, there'll be a war. Is it going to be today, next month, next week? I don't know. I don't think there's any peace coming with that. No. The fighting in Gaza still goes on. Very few rockets getting out. Syria, in terms of shooting rockets into Israel, is not on a regular basis, and it's a pretty small volume, and most of them don't do anything. The biggest potential for flare-up that we're facing right now in the Middle East is the Houthis in Yemen, and that is going to be bad. I mean, it already lit up. Hezbollah guy Nasrallah was making fun of the Americans on a public speech today. The Americans drew the Seychelles Islands into their coalition in the Red Sea, which I believe is off the east side of Africa someplace, I think. And he said, Nasrallah said he didn't even know what they were. He had to look it up on the internet to figure it out. And he says it's a country of 100,000, and he started making fun of America for recruiting such a small country into the coalition. Of course, America is doing it to prevent other countries from criticizing them. The bigger the coalition, the less likely they'll come under scrutiny. So this is the big problem, and Iran is sticking their toe in the water with attacking ships, and we're not entirely sure how deep into the water their toe is going to go. They're watching what the Houthis, what happens with the American coalition and the Houthis. I don't know how serious the Americans are. Let's put it this way: if they want to get serious, they have the capability. There was a report I heard yesterday or so that said they were going to go, the coalition was going to shoot hundreds of missiles into Yemen and hit lots of Houthi targets for weapons manufacture, storage, take out their radar, things like this. They're as much of their above ground military capability they could have. Of course, this gives the Houthis plenty of time to relocate things into underground. You can't put radar underground. So I don't think an above ground attack is going to be that devastating to the Houthis to the point where they're going to stop. Maybe weeks and weeks of that. So we'll see how this goes. Blinken is in the Middle East trying to calm things down with Lebanon especially, but I think he'd probably like to calm the Yemen thing down, but I doubt he can. We've got 80,000 people that have been displaced from their houses because of Hezbollah, and there's a tremendous pressure on Israel to get them to move back into their houses, and they need to be assured of safety from Lebanon. Now we're attacking further than that 15-mile zone that is the UN buffer zone that they ignore on the other side of the Livni River, which is interesting, but it's not especially significant. They withdrew perhaps half of their forces back 2 miles or something like that from the border with Israel. Probably that was a move due to avoid visual observers with binoculars or something like that, you know. And that's about it. So things are still marching on, and we'll keep you apprised as things develop. And I send my shalom to all those who love Yeshua HaMashiach, and I'm out.